Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Still running around with this feller. What are we doing now, Anthony?
Well, he's got just a small list of things going on. He's got his max air vent fan in the bathroom. The vent lid opens up fine, but the fan don't come on. He's got a crack in his shower pan that we'll be measuring to see about possibly replacing that. And
The gray valve.
oh yeah. How'd
you forget that?
He's got one of those fancy motorized gate valves, and the gray tank is not opening to empty out. So I guess we'll have to dig around and see if we can figure out how to manually open that, at least get the tank empty.
Too bad it's not the black tank, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. In here somewhere is where that electric gray valve is probably at. What was you just talking about, Anthony? How convenient it was probably
Oh
to get
yeah.
to.
Yeah, these manufacturers always think about the guy that's got to fix it.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
They really take that into consideration when they design these things.
Yeah, they engineer
Yeah.
conveniences for us.
They do. It's amazing how they do that.
Please don't fail. Stop at the tap, right?
Yep. And that always happens. Those slide toppers always hold water like that. But they do keep the water off your room, which is a good thing. Oh, that was a good move. That was a good move. You gonna stop then?
Yeah, I stopped a little soon.
If you come back out 6 inches or so. Did it stop on its own?
Sorry.
Did it stop on its own?
Oh, I stopped it.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about the water up there. Sorry.
No, that's not.
We always do too. Until it runs down our back.
Yeah. Looks like our motorized gate valve's right here.
Really?
Yes, it's not in a horrible place.
So you weren't being sarcastic when you said it might be in
oh
a
yeah,
good place.
I've had to replace these guys before.
What brand is this one?
I don't remember the name of the brand, but I recognize that. And there's like some special little procedure you got to go through when you put it together and install it.
You got to use their special grease.
Yep. So,
what brand is that? I've had to replace one of them too.
the logo says TE.
Because the problem is the gentleman's gray tank is full and he can't drain it because he can't get the valve open.
I've got a feeling if we take that little bolt out right there, I don't know if you can see it or not.
I believe they probably can.
There's a metal C bracket right here. And if I take that bolt out, that'll free up this bracket. And then we should be able to just manually yank it. It's probably a 10 mil, it always is.
What would we do nowadays if we didn't have 10 millimeter bolts?
Oh, that's sure.
Nothing stay together. Right? Let's see if Tony's hypothesis is correct.
Looks like it's actually missing a couple bolts.
Yeah. That's probably not good, huh?
No way, eh?
No way. What do you think now, bud?
Well, I'm gonna see if I can get those last two bolts off of the motor cover to get this bracket out of the way, this black bracket.
Okay.
If I can get that out of the way, then I can just yank the valve with my finger.
Okay, awesome. At least we can get tank drained for the gentleman.
See what we can do. We'd think that they wouldn't make it so tricky though to do it manually.
You wouldn't think, would you?
There's something I'm not doing right. Let me see what kind of head that is on the other end.
I forgot to push record.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were just talking because I forgot to push record again. There's Allen bolts in that thing. Tony has 2 Allen wrenches in his bag here, and it just so happened that one of those was the right size.
Do you want me to turn off the water so you can unhook the water?
I think I got her.
Okay.
So we was talking about maybe he should buy a lottery ticket. And I said he should have bought one of them 2 weeks ago and it's $2 billion. But he said no. So
Now,
he didn't need the money.
now,
He's got plenty of money.
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
All right, well, look at that. All right. So she just swiveled down off of there. Oh, okay. Okay, now it's making sense to me. Well, let's put this back on before I go pulling valves. No.
We'll try without it.
No.
So we got the motor off, so
Yeah.
you should be able just to open that valve.
So I just realized what this was right here. This is the actual, that's the actuator right there.
Okay.
So that bolt holds onto that C-clamp and pulls the C-clamp. Whoa! She's a little rambunctious.
Yeah, one of those rubber seals that won't fit in this PVC, so it spits a little bit.
We'll have that on these big jobs.
I would say his tank was full.
Yeah, oh yeah, I believe it was full.
I'd say his monitor was accurate this time.
Yes. For once.
Yeah.
The tank monitor actually did.
Yeah.
Was telling the truth. Right. Yeah. It's a good thing y'all ain't watching this on smell-o-vision. Yes, that was gray water. That was gray water, but it still has an odor.
I can't believe you can smell anything after all the furnace exhaust gas you sniff.
Yeah, man, that's just my hobby. I don't. I can quit anytime I want to, man.
I guess the brand is Auto Drain.
H&H
H&H Engineering. There we go. Barker. Yeah.
Barker. Yeah, that's the parent
Yeah,
company.
that's right.
Yep. Barker Valve. Really nice people. I posted a video changing one of those, like one of my first videos, and like 2 days later a lady from Barker called. She's like, you didn't do that exactly right. I'm like, okay. Tell me what I did wrong. So she told me what I did wrong.
Too much grease?
No, I tightened the valve too much.
Oh.
Because I had to change the whole thing.
Right.
She said I tightened the valve too much. Over tightened the 4 screws in the.
Well, that's just impressive that the
valve.
manufacturer's
I know.
watching.
Oh, and I mean, it was like a couple days later. Yeah, I was impressed. Because my channel was brand new then. I had like 2 subscribers.
2.
And one of them was Barker Valves. And my mom.
And your mom. Yeah, mom always watches. Well, dang, let's see if we can get a. Because if we can. What I want to do, are you on?
Yep.
What I want to do is see if we can prove if the motor is actually dead.
Yep.
So if I can throw voltage to this and get nothing out of it, then we know
Yep.
that is in fact what the problem is.
Yep.
If we can get it to actuate, then we know the problem is either that momentary switch inside or wiring, God forbid.
Yes. And it probably has a computer board somewhere.
Let's just hope it's a blown motor.
Yeah, that's
Make it
my
easy for
gut's
all of
telling
us.
me that's what we're probably looking at a motor issue. But let's see, that white pin's probably ground because it's by itself.
Yep. And it's
So-
naked up here. Yep.
One's going to be the light that flashes,
Yep.
and then one's going to be in, no, one's going to be out. All right, so I'd say yellow is going to be the flashy light, and then brown and green are going to be our
Yep.
our motors.
Both directions.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Easy peasy.
Who needs a schematic? Man, that's for
It's for amateurs.
yeah.
That's for amateur hour.
I don't want to drag a whole bunch of stuff out.
Don't you have just joke wire? Or just piece of 2 pieces of wire?
2 pieces, yeah.
You didn't have to buy. Look at this. Look at this fancy piece of equipment. Would you?
It's even got my name on it.
I know.
And they
so
did,
I can't steal it.
They did it the right way too. It's not LV.
I know. Well, you know, hillbillies just words are hard, man.
Let's see what we got. Oh man, almost 20 volts.
Ooh, that's a lot.
That's a lot of power. Why do I forget that I have this? After all that goes into having this thing. Here I am forgetting about it.
Look, I'm helping.
I'm assuming that white's the ground.
I would assume too.
Yeah, and then would we say green and brown?
Yeah, because the yellow is the signal.
Alright.
Nada.
Nothing. And so green would be down here.
Nada.
Nothing. Let's try this. Let's try just hitting like that. Like it's a slide out motor.
Oh, look, he working. She working. Let's turn it around where everybody can see.
Yeah. Alright, so if we do this like it's a slide out motor, and we just do our power and ground to the 2 wires running the motor.
She working.
Look at that.
She sounds a little rough, but she working.
Alright, so the problem is not the motor.
Nope.
It's
not good.
Please be a momentary switch. Please. For all that is holy.
Well, that's easy enough to check. If you want to put your meter on the appropriate wires, I'll go in and push a button.
I like your plan.
Okay. Always got a plan.
Oh, man.
If I don't have a plan, I'll make something up.
I wasn't getting anything. I say we pull that switch. Milwaukee, give me a light right here.
That's right. Thank you, Milwaukee.
See, Milwaukee cares.
Yes, they do. They're looking out for us, huh?
They only want our money.
No, they're looking out for us. They don't even care about the money. Right?
Yeah, right.
Tony's taking that switch off the wall so we can have a gander at it, see if there's a little circuit board inside that box. Wouldn't be surprising at all. Well, he dodged a bullet there, folks. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Whenever you're working around the sink and you're removing screws, you should put the plunger down. Or lay a towel in there to keep stuff from falling down the sink. Then you get to take the trap apart. But as you saw, dodged that bullet.
Yeah, screw is stubborn here.
Now he's being more careful, see? Look at that, he didn't drop that one. There's all kinds of stuff going on in there.
Look at there. Okay, well, there's no circuit board in it. Just a momentary switch.
Yep. Just like a slide ring.
So, white, green, yellow.
The 2 center ones are the motor.
Yep,
Switches. Yep.
There you go. So we assumed white outside was ground, but it may not be.
Nope, may not be.
DC. Yellow is power, so black. Man, I wish I had brought my light in here.
You want to go get it?
Here, I'm gonna use my cheater light. So black off the light goes to this plug with the white wire from the coach. So black must be our power. And if black is power, then white has got to be power.
Can't do much without a meter, can you?
I'm going to use the ground on our receptacle right here.
Oh, Tony, haven't you seen the experts on YouTube? You can't do that. You can't use a 120 volt ground to check 12 volt and vice versa.
I ain't getting nothing on that wrong. We may have an issue of no power getting to it.
3 volts.
379.
That ain't enough to run it, folks. So now we're gonna do some thinking here, and then we'll be back.
It's finding the ground so I can check my DC.
Oh, you can't use an AC ground.
Oh, Kenny.
I'm telling you what the YouTube experts tell me.
The rubber farmers?
The rubber farmers, yes. Rubber experts. They're the same. They're the same.
Alright, so
we're just going to start checking fuses.
right there on the ground bus bar.
Oh no, that'll never work.
And then I'm going to touch these contacts up here. That's the voltage passed through the fuse will be right up here. Everything checks out. There's the possibility that with inside that switch that it's grounding out the voltage. So if we pop that voltage wire off, all of a sudden does it go from 13.3 to 13.3 like it's supposed to be.
So what Tony's doing now is pulling the ground and the power off that switch so we can eliminate the switch being an issue, and we're going to check voltage there. See if one of those is actually a ground too.
I would assume it's white, but let's confirm it.
Well, there's 2 white wires, so one of these
yeah. One going to the motor, but one coming from the
right, yeah.
Oh, can somebody please invent a wireless multimeter?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't we really enjoy untangling wires all day long? I do. You just don't like to have any fun.
No. Stick in the mud. Alright, I'm going to check continuity. I'm going to stick this back in our little groundy doodad over here.
What he's doing that for is he's trying to figure out which one of those is possibly a ground. And it ain't that one. It ain't that one, or he doesn't have a good ground.
There it is.
There we go.
So it is the white one.
Yeah, don't want a white one. Not the other white one.
Alright, so
now we have determined which one is actually the ground. So let's see if we have power on that other one.
3.5 volts.
3.5 volts.
So it is a true statement.
Yep.
We only have 3.5 volts coming to our switch.
Which ain't quite enough.
So now the question is what is feeding this? Because it's not in the fuse panel. There's a false panel right there. Let me take that off.
I see a lot of rodent traps here. Have we had a lot of rodent problems? Or is it preventive?
I just came back down here from Martyville, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I was actually in St. Helena. When I was in St. Helena, I had bugs galore up there. I was right in the swamp.
Okay. But not like mice.
No.
Okay.
That's why I have the bricks and stuff. That's my
okay.
way of stopping them from coming in.
Okay. Trees here.
Alright, I'm going to swing my legs out. And then you can step over me.
It's going in, folks. down there doing a good visual inspection. See if you can figure out where there's wire. You got them. You pulled the switch. At them, all butt connected together.
Butt connectors. Okay, that's the switch.
Tony's gonna dig around down in there and see what he can see. If he finds anything interesting, we'll fire y'all back up.
All right. So the long and the short of what we found with the electric gate valve is the gate valve worked just fine testing it from a tool battery. So now that tells us it's either a switch or a wiring issue. So we went to go check the momentary switch, and we found only 3.5 volts getting to the switch. Well, 3.5 volts is not going to run a gate valve. So, of course, we're going to chase the stream of voltage.
Went to Darren teaches us.
And we went to the fuse panel, and all of the fuses were putting out 13.7 volts. So we went back to the switch, found the 12 volt positive from the coach feeding the switch, and I had to follow it down the wall, under a false panel under the sink, under a false panel next to the sink, to find that it runs through the floor down to the baggage compartment. Follow it through the baggage compartment, follow it all the way to the battery compartment, and see that it's wired into a, I don't know what it is, an 80 amp resettable, and found only 3.5 volts there. And then went straight to the battery and found only 3.5 volts on the batteries, only to find out that the battery cutoff switch is off. And apparently they wired that gate valve straight to the batteries with an inline fuse. So with the battery cutoff switch off, the power converter can't charge the batteries, and eventually just drain the batteries down enough that the gate valve ain't going to work. So now I get to put all that back together.
But look at the experience you got.
Yes, yes, more and more experience. So now the bus is running to charge the batteries up so that we can operate the battery cutoff switch, because it likes 12 volts.
How much power do we have on the battery just now?
13.8.
Wow, that's good.
The engine is putting 13.8 to the batteries. So while I go put everything back together, the engine will charge the batteries up, and then we should be good after that.
Awesome. That sounds like a plan. So Tony's getting that gate valve put back together. He said it's a lot easier to put together than it was to take apart. That seems odd to me, but that's what he said. And
between the sewage gas and the engine gas, dying over here.
But that's why you make the big bucks, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I make big bucks.
Big bucks. Folks, if you can't have a little fun while you're working, what is the point? Might as well just stay home and lay on the couch.
That's right.
Oh, that's where there's no fun. Keeping the mice
I'm
out.
gonna try and get it back the way he had it.
Keeping the mice out, because everybody knows mouse can't chew through a Walmart bag. Right?
They have standards.
only Kroger bags. Assuming we're going to go over here now, and we are going to cut the coach off. We got the engine running to charge with the batteries, and hopefully, when we do that, these batteries will still be getting a charge. Tony's going to put the wires back on that switch and push the switch, and we should be able to hear that valve open and close, I believe. Listen to that, would ya? It works like a champ. Me and the people heard it going both directions. Didn't we, people?
Power to the people. Or power to a gate valve.
Power to the gate valve. See, folks, I mean, that's the way a lot of repairs are made. You just methodically start checking stuff. You find you know, a problem, and you just start chasing it back to the source. And when you're having a good day, you find it.
Yeah.
We just hope that battery disconnect switch stays connected when we cut the engine off, and that the converter is actually charging the coach batteries. Because if not, then we got to figure out why the power is not getting from the converter to the coach batteries. Because we know the converter is working, because we got 13.7 on the fuses.
Yep.
So the converter is working. So Tony's just going to be putting stuff back together, and here in a minute we're going to cut this coach off. And did you take your meter around the other side?
It's right there.
Oh, that's where you hide it. I'll never find it there.
Kenny, this is a multimeter.
It is.
Even
What do
laying
you
on
do
the
with-
ground, it's a multimeter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm super glad you told me that. Well, let's see, folks.
13.6, so that
We're
battery
getting charged. That battery success. The sweet smell of success.
Yes.
All right.
Which I say, I'm still surprised you smell anything.
Well, I think that we're going to go ahead and wrap this video right here. We got one little old thing to do, but we're not going to video that. I think this video is going to be plenty long enough.
Oh, hold on. I want to be like Cameron.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So, so me and Cameron here, we have successfully repaired the main thing that he wanted done, and we
Kept the main thing's the main thing.
our work here's done. I think. Why don't y'all get done? Get down there, leave us a comment, a criticism, a concern, and don't forget, if you need work in this area, give these people a call. They're good people, and they will take good care of you. I guarantee it. I'm gonna head back to West Virginia actually, and Tony and Tanya have been fantastic hosts. They treated me like a king, and I appreciate that. And if they ever come to West Virginia, I'll tell them where the nearest motels. I've got a room for them. Okay, and so I think that's it. You got anything to add, bud?
Have a good one. Safe travels.
He talks as much as Cameron, doesn't he? Yeah, I'm going back to West Virginia. He's gonna go fix another one, and y'all have a fantastic day.